ADHD in children is common, but not straightforward. So we're going to make the best of this, and I'm going to see that Ethan gets the best education and the best future possible. But as the weeks turned into months, Sandra's frustrations began to grow again, and Ethan continued to fall behind at school and get into trouble with his teacher. "I'm so sorry to report this," the teacher told Sandra at the classroom door, "but we had a rough day today. Ethan just wouldn't stay focused." "Did you check his backpack?" Sandra asked. "We have a 504 plan with instructions in the backpack." "No," the teacher interrupted. "I didn't check it, and I'm sorry. I have 24 other children and one assistant, so I overlooked it." Sandra took a deep breath and then spoke. "I get it. You're busy," she said. "But if you could just read the instructions, you'll find that they are so clear, and they really will make a difference for Ethan and you. It's all part of the plan, and it will work if we can follow it." 6 months later, Sandra was having the same conversation with Ethan's teacher, who simply did not have the time or energy to follow a state-issued 504 plan. Meanwhile, Sandra put Ethan on a strict no-sugar diet, but soon discovered it wasn't helping either. "All this hard work trying to normalize life for my son, and yet it feels as if it's falling apart," Sandra told her friend. "We've really taken this seriously, checking Ethan's backpack every night for notes from his teacher, talking to him about interactions at school, and having him repeat back to me directions for his homework. But he's still not improving. So I think it's time to take the next step." After more than 8 months and no success using the 504 plan, Sandra decided to put Ethan on ADHD medication. She and his doctor agreed to a low dose of the stimulant Adderall, just to see how Ethan would react. 4 weeks later, Ethan's teacher sent home a positive report. "Ethan is participating more, as well as giving me his full attention and showing more interest in the assignments I hand out." Medication wasn't Sandra's first choice for her son, but it was working, and the balance that was finally achieved in her 8-year-old's life allowed Sandra and her husband to enjoy a long overdue date night. For years, she and her husband worried that a sitter wouldn't be equipped to handle their son's special needs. They tried hiring a teenager, but it didn't work out, and the experience left them even more nervous, so the couple just didn't get out much. But as Ethan gradually began to improve, the couple felt comfortable leaving their boy with a sitter. An actual couple's night out and coming home to a peaceful house, Sandra thought, "That's every parent's dream. A dream I'm ready to live." Can you relate to this young mother's dilemma with her boy? Do you suspect that your own child has ADHD, but, like Sandra, you aren't sure how to distinguish common kid behaviors from the possible signs of a neurodevelopmental disorder? 2 of the most frequently asked questions we receive from parents are, "What are the signs and symptoms of ADHD?" and "How can I sort them out from normal kid stuff?" At some point, nearly every child gets fidgety in church, tunes out a teacher, blocks simple instructions, or acts impulsively around friends. And what kid doesn't have an occasional meltdown or refuse to share or take turns? It's all par for the course in most healthy households. Here's the difference with ADHD. A red flag that could mean it's time to see a medical professional. ADHD may be present in your child if you observe a persistent pattern of inattention and/or hyperactivity impulsivity that interferes with functioning or development. If the signs are few and far between, and if you notice them only in certain situations, such as with a specific group of kids or only in the classroom, then your child probably does not have a neurodevelopmental disorder. On the other hand, if he or she shows several symptoms that are present across all situations, at home, at school, and at play, it's time to take a closer look. Ready to get started? Let's begin with a quiz. Don't worry, it's one we guarantee you'll pass, but we can't promise that you'll like the results. While the intention here